Rounding might seem really simple. However, it's necessary to review simple things sometimes. And what we're going to do is start by talking about place value and what each of these digits represents. So let's read the number. This is 43,000. So this is 40,000, 3,947. Let's ignore this for a second. So this is 40,000, 3,947. Obviously, we read that as 43,000, not 40,000 and 3,000, but that's really what it is. So let's just start by labeling that. This is the 10,000s place, not 10,000ths. That would be the decimal end on the right of the decimal. So this is going to be 10,000s. This is going to be thousands. This is hundreds. And if you're like, oh my goodness, I got this. Hundreds, not hundredths, then that's fine. But labeling this might come in handy when you're asked around to the nearest hundredth or hundred. And I get asked all the time, well, how many decimal places is that? Labeling this now will avoid those questions later. This is the tens place. You know that, I know that. Made a little smudge there. Oops. There, now I got rid of the smudge. Let's keep going. This is the ones digit. You could also call this the units digit, the units place. So that would be 1. So if I were to read this again, it'd be 40,000, 3,940, and then 7. Like if I'm dealing this out in money, I could give you 7 ones. I could give you 5 and 2 ones, but still, it's 7 ones. Okay, now we're going to get to the right of the decimal, and notice that everything up to this point as we go from left to right is going to be 1/10 of everything that just was before it. So 10,000s becomes thousands, 1/10 of that is 100, 1/10 of that is 10, 1/10 of 10 is 1, 1/10 of 1 is 1/10. So let's switch colors for fun. I don't know why. I guess because we're on a different side of the decimal. And we're going to call this the tenths place. 1/10 of 1/10 would be 1/100th. Think about it like money. 1/10 of a dollar would be a dime. Well, 1/10 of a dime would be 1 penny. That would be 1/100th of a dollar. So this is hundredths. And then the 9 is going to be, well, written way over there because we're running out of space. This is going to be 1/10 of 100, so that would be 1/1000th. Let me rephrase that. It's 1/10 of 100th, so it's 1/1000th. Be careful with the way I word these things. So this is 1/1000ths. Let's make that plural. It's the hundredths place, the thousandths place, and then we'll label this one. Let's just put it here. 1/10 of a 1,000th would be a 10,000th. So 10,000th place. This is, well, that one's a 0. The digit's a 0, but that's okay. It's holding a place. And that is the 100,000ths place. And this little 2 right here is 1/10 of a 100,000th. That would be 1/1,000,000th. So this is the millionths place. Okay, yeah, we went a little further on the decimals on this side than we did on that side. So now we're going to round this number, which is n, by the way. We're going to round n to the nearest 100, not hundredth, okay? The first problem is asking us to round to the nearest 100. So what I'm going to do is, let's use a highlighter. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And the nearest 100 place means I'm going to keep these digits right here. We'll erase that later. And then I ask myself, okay, well, if I'm going to go all the way up to the, whoops, I went too far. Here we go. 100. Here's 100. It's going to go here. And now I have to ask myself, am I going to round this 9 up or keep it the same? And you know the rules, if this is 4 or less, keep it the same. 5 and up, round it up. So this is a 4, it does not go any higher. So therefore, this one is not, well, let's go purple just for fun. This is not going to round up anymore, and we're going to go 43,900, no decimals necessary, okay? Now we're going to go to the nearest tens place. which does that. And now we have to decide, okay, we're going to keep the 4, the 3, the 9, and the 4, but maybe this last 4 is going to go up. So does the 7 make the 4 go up? Yes. So because this is 5 or higher, it is higher, that's going to go up higher. And that's going to give us 43,950. Okay? Now we're going to round to the nearest whole number, which takes us to here. So we are going to keep these digits, maybe change that last one. And the one beyond that is a 5. 5 and up, round it up. So this 5 is going to send that up to an 8. So the 5 makes this go up to an 8. We have 40, whoops, not written with a highlighter, we don't. We have 43,947. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to round to the nearest hundredth. They did not ask for the nearest tenth. Oh, they did ask for the nearest tenth. Here we go. We're down here. Oops, put it way down there. The nearest tenth is going to be 1 decimal place. So now we're going to go a little further. So again, does the 4 make the 5 go up? No. So our answer for this one is 43,947.5. 43,947.5. 43,947.5. Okay, that one's done. Now we're going to keep going. We're going to do the 100th place at this point. You got it, but I put a tricky one in here because I wanted to see how people responded to that one. So let's see. Right there. Okay, so we're going to go to the nearest hundredths, which is 2 decimal places. And so we look at the 4, we say, should I make that 4 go higher? We look beyond what we've highlighted, and yes, we should. The 9 is going to make this go up. So therefore, that gives us 43,947, you can't see through me, can you? 55. Okay. Now things are going to get a little tricky, but you've seen it before. We're going to go to the nearest thousandth place. So that's 3 decimal places. So I ask myself, do I need to change this 9? Yes, because beyond the 9 is an 8. 8 is 5 or higher. So therefore, we're going to round this 9 up. Whoa, round it up to what? 10? Yes, in a sense. What we're basically doing is adding 1 digit here, which makes this go up to a 5. So this would be a 550. Look at that as a 49. It adds 1. It makes it a 50. So the answer to this one is going to be 43,947.550. 550. And since they did ask for 3 decimal places, technically, I am going to put the 0. It's not inaccurate if you don't, but it is what they asked. Okay, 10 thousandths. This one's going to be really easy. You got the 8. Does the 0 make the 8 go higher? No, it does not. Therefore, our answer, and let's shrink this down. There we go. Put it all on one screen. Could have done that from the beginning, huh? What we're going to do is look at that. 0 does not make the 8 go up, so we have 43,947.5498. 43,947.5498. Okay? And then the nearest 100,000th, so the nearest 100,000th would be the 0 place, which actually is going to be the exact same answer we just had, unless this 2 makes that 0 go higher. Does it? No, it does not. And therefore, we will leave it the way it is. So our final answer is everything that is highlighted does not change at all. So 43,000, let me stand here in your way so you can't see, 947.5498. Technically a 0, not inaccurate if you leave it off, but they did ask for that many decimal places, so that's what we'll do.